Hi everyone. Right, we've just finished the eighth round of the Areo Lindholme Speedy Winter League. Now then, I love Tuesdays. Honestly, it's one of my favourite days of the week. I just love Tuesdays. I just love fishing this series of matches. And we've been fishing it, I think it's 4 or 5 years now. And I think it's brilliant. There's 13 matches every Tuesday. We just look forward to it all winter. It's all bomb and feeder. And we've come to crunch time now. We've come to the time now where I think it gets interesting. Let's just say. Now then, the fact that I'm on the leaderboard tells you I'm doing this, because if I were near the bottom, I wouldn't be doing it. But what I want to show you is when I'm in contention and when I take it more. I always take my fishing serious, but this bit I like to know what other people are doing. I like to know what's happening. I like to know where I am. I like to know my competitors, what pegs they're on. It's just me. It's just what I do. Anybody that knows me knows I love figures. I love working things out. So what I'm going to show you is my brain, how I work, and I'm trying to analyse. Now, I know I can't change other people's pegs or or whatever, but in my head, I need to know. I'm saying when I go on world championships and things like that, I need to know where everybody is, and other teams. I want to know what's happening. So, why is this important now? Well, we've had 3 cancellations, right? So we've had to rearrange 2 of them because the rules are from 13 to 12. We don't change it. Then after that, we rearrange them. So there's actually 12 matches this year, 12 that you can count. Now it's best 8 out of 12. So we've got, we've actually fished 8. So the next four, you're trying to beat your lowest weight all the time. So let me show you what's happening. And don't get me wrong, there's anglers who are behind these. I've picked 6 anglers where I think are the top 6. But there's people behind who, trust me, they're brilliant anglers. Like people like Speedy, Alan, Pillage, just to mention 3. They can go get £200 and be back in it because they're that good a fisherman. But at the moment, and what I'll try and do, I'll do it to try and, keep you informed of what we're doing. So what I've done, I've picked 6 anglers. I've picked myself, Areo, Eddie, Doc, which is Alex Doherty, Righty, and Jim Hall. What a nice bloke he is, Jim Hall. We're a fireman as well. We're a smashing bloke. And so what I've done, I've put the 8 weights down like that. You can see all the 8 weights there. And these are the ones at the moment that we're all counting, right? Just for an example, let's pick Eddie. Them's his 8 weights, them's his total, £391, 7 ounce. So, if you go to Eddie, the next match, right, which is next Tuesday, his lowest weight is £6.8. So he's got to beat that to be a counter. Now that's really important, that, because if you look at my weights, I'm winning it at the moment, Ario's second. My lowest weight is £27.12. So Eddie's actually got £20 on me, because I've got to catch £28 to actually have a counter. So if I catch under £28, that'll still be my same. I'll still have that weight at the end of the day. So I think the next match is really important, and I think it's really important simply because my lowest weight is 27.12. Areo's is 19. Eddie's is 6.8. The Doc's is £21. But look at that, Righty. He's got a 0. Whatever he catches, he's putting onto that total there at the bottom. That's massive, That's a massive thing. And then Jim's lowest weight is £13.14. So them's his lowest weight. But the fact that that's a 0 with Righty makes a big difference. Because if I don't score, and he catches £70, he's beating me. And £70 to Righty is nothing. But that's how important it is. But in the winter, it's also hard to catch £70. But all these can get daft weights. So, all I'm saying to you is, right, at the moment, right, I've got, if they're in red, they're under £40. Now, we think that £40 it will be the 8th result that you want. And anything above £50, right, that'll be in green. Now, look at this. I've got 4 weights under £50. So I'd expect to beat at least 2 of them. But look at our Emma. She's only got 1. one under £50. In fact, under £54. She's got a £19. You've got to remember that £19 with £30 won the match. So she'll throw that away at some stage, but then she's got to beat £54. Or 55 really. £55. That takes some catching it, Winter. She's fished unbelievable this winter. That's the second lowest weight, £54. Now that I think is fantastic, but it's going to be hard now for her to get a massive lead. Yeah, she can catch £100, I know that, but it's going to be hard to actually extend that lead much more unless she gets a daft weight. Whereas Eddie has got 4 weights under £40, so he's got a great chance at that lead going. Alex has got 2 weights under £40, but look at that righty, he's got 4. He's got 4 weights there, I think it's about £72. Now, I think he's the favourite. I really do. You might think, oh, well, he's got a lot to catching up. But he's got 4 weights there. He can overtake that in one. And because he's got like a 0, an 18 and a 21, that's going to take some licking. And it's same with Jim. He's got 4 weights under £40. Now, yes, they're behind us at the moment, but trust me, it's getting milder. It's going to be a bit windier, and the moment it was milder, the weights will go up, just like yesterday. Yesterday, well, there were fish on, and you could see there's going to be some big weights. Yeah, we can catch them. We can, you know, we can all catch them, but it's the weights you're throwing away. So I think after next week, it's going to be a really, really interesting one. Because like I said, I'm chucking 27, Emma's chucking a 19, £6 is Eddie, £21 Doc, 0. That's a dangerous one. Trust me, because he's an awesome fisherman. Right, that's a dangerous one. And Jim is £13. So that's how I look at things. Now I'll have this on my board up time now, because we've got 4 matches to go, and I want to know. I want to know what my competitors are doing. Only because I'm in contention, and I've got a great chance of winning it. But because I'm in contention, but I want to know when everybody draws all them 6. I want to know what pegs they're on, where they are, and what I think they can catch, because that'll change my match as well. That'll make my match and how I approach my match. I know you might think, that's stupid what you do, but that's the way I think. That's the way I think, because I'm very into analysis of how people are fishing and what things are doing. But at the moment, me and Emma are first and second, but in reality, we're perhaps not. We're perhaps probably Wright up there with us because he's got a dry net. And let's face it, all these are great fishermen. And Speedy's just behind us, and he's had an horrible winter. But he'll get two £100 in the next 2 weeks and he's back in it. So anything can happen. You know, anything can happen, but at the moment. So, like I said, at the moment, these are what we're throwing away. I'm going to keep this board on. I'm going to keep you up to date with it. But this, I never won it 3 years ago, and I was second to her. And I'd love to win this, because honestly, Tuesdays, I love Tuesdays. We just love going on a Tuesday. The people there are brilliant. We have a great laugh. We have it's a great competition, and I'd love to get my name on the trophy. I really would. So at the moment, that's how we're going. I've got to beat £27. Emma's got to beat 19. Eddie's got to beat 6. The Doc 21. Righty 0. And Jim £13. Now, if it gets mild, all them weights will get smashed next week. And I would expect every single one of them 6 anglers to improve the weights, because I think next week is like a big Tuesday, because it's going to be a bit milder. The weights are getting bigger, and then after that, then you start throwing reasonable weights away. I just thought you'd like to know how I think. I know my brain's a bit stupid. By the way, I hope you've paid attention, because I've got my board rubber here, and if you're not paying attention, I'll throw it at you. And for all the young ones that don't know what a board rubber it feels like at back of head, trust me, it's not nice. Have a great day.